this is going to be my first real Thanksgiving in the United States, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, Dory, I hope you won't be disappointed. Mostly it's a day for overeating and watching football games. So I warn you, if you come to our house, that's what you have to be prepared for. The men will be sitting in the den glued to the television sets, and the women will be puttering in the kitchen.
Well, I really look forward to it. And I'm very touched that you asked me, Audrey. Thank you.
Well, I just hope it works out if things don't materialize with Gina and Gary.
I'll find out today.
Good morning, ladies.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, Howard. How are you?
Fine, Audrey. You?
Good, just fine. Thank you. Oh, dear, I better be off to my next class, so please let me know as soon as you can.
Yes, I will.
See you both later.
Right. So, how are things going?
Well, so far, so good.
Good.
I'm glad that you stopped by, though. I was going to call you later in your office. Have you heard anything more from Gina or Gary about our invitation for Thanksgiving dinner with them?
Well, I haven't spoken to either one of them about it, and I imagine as far as Gina's concerned, it's still on. But I think the way things are going between Gary and I, that we'd better make other plans. We don't want to get left out in the cold.
Well, as a matter of fact, we've had another invitation.
Have we?
Yes.
Good. Ooh.
Hey, Howie, how you doing?
Oh, hi. Fine. You sure seem in good spirits this morning.
I am. On top of the world.
Well, how's the view from up there?
Breathtaking, Dory. Absolutely breathtaking. Listen, can I talk to you privately for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
I'll get him right back.
What can I do for you?
Well, mainly forgive and forget. Had a big, long talk with Gina this morning, and I'd like us to bury the hatchet. Really, let's just forget about that argument we had.
Well, there's nothing I like better. You know that.
Well, good. I was hoping you'd say that. I told Gina that you weren't the kind to hold a grudge. So, friends again, right?
Yeah, sure.
Good. And you and Dory are still planning on coming over Thanksgiving dinner, aren't you? Gina's looking forward to it.
Well, sure. I didn't know exactly what the situation was. Dory and I were just talking about that.
Oh, we want you both very much. Okay, I'll tell Gina it's all confirmed and she can start stuffing the turkey. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. I just don't know how to figure that guy.
Well, he certainly seemed to be very happy and cheerful this morning.
Yeah, I'll say he is. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was on something. He says he wants to forget all about the argument we had, and that Thanksgiving dinner between us and them is still on the agenda.
Well, good.
Yeah. I just don't get it. I've never seen Gary make such a complete turnaround before.
Well, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It's patched up, and that's what counts.
Sure, I just don't know why he changed so suddenly. I don't want to sound suspicious, but I am.
Well, maybe it's that holiday spirit working its magic.
Maybe. But I'm still skeptical.
Hi, Dory, Howard. Hello, Heather.
Hi, Heather. There you are.
Oh, hi, sweetheart.
Hi, come here. Boy, where have you been? I was just down in the book room looking for you.
I'm afraid that I got tied up on the phone when you left, and it made me a little late.
No problems, Al.
Oh, no, it was just Susan.
Oh, good.
Why were you looking for me?
Well, first of all, because I like to see you. And secondly, I just wanted to reassure you that from now on I'm going to be completely honest about everything. No secrets of any kind.
I should hope not.
Word of honor. And I also wanted to let you know that very soon we may have some real information about Stephen Lawrence.
What do you mean?
I got another call from Jameson this morning.
You did when?
Oh, just a little while ago.
Where from?
I don't know, but it was definitely long distance.
Well, what did he say?
Just that I'd be hearing from him and that he wanted to set up a meeting. So, obviously, he's planning to come back to Port Charles very soon.
Honey?
Yeah.
How's your mother doing?
She's fine. I looked in on her a few minutes ago. She's almost all packed.
All right, well, I'll drive her to the bus station when she's ready. Hey, how you doing?
I'm just worried about Beth, that's all. And I'm so grateful that the accident wasn't more serious.
Yes, she's lucky.
I pray those scars aren't permanent.
Hey, now come on, she's gonna be fine. Look, I'm not too happy about the idea of leaving you here all alone with just PJ's nurse.
Oh, come on, don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Oh, honey, you always say that. Now, what's going to happen when the nurse leaves every afternoon? You're still going to need someone to help you with the housework. And with your mother gone, it's...
Yeah, okay, well, Look, I've been thinking, and I have an idea. I want to talk to you about it. Come on, sit down.
All right. Now, what idea?
Well, suppose we asked Heather if she'd help out. I know.
Oh,
no, come on,
honey.
listen. Now, just listen. I know she would be delighted. And she said that we should just let her know if she's needed.
Now, look, I don't think that's such a good idea. Now, especially after what you told me about her calling PJ Stephen Lars.
But, honey, you said yourself it's a very natural mistake. Besides, she wouldn't be taking care of PJ. I just need her to take care of the shopping and the housework. I think she wants to get out of her job at the hospital, and, well, it could just work out perfectly depending on how long Mom wants to stay with Beth.
Now, look, I don't want to go back to the same old situation with Heather again, that's all.
No, I don't either, but I don't think it would happen. I think we ought to give it a try, at least.
If you really want to.
Yeah, I do, and I feel comfortable with Heather, and I don't want to get used to any more strangers around the house.
All right. I'll talk to her today and see how she feels. Now, if we do this, I want you to promise me one thing.
What?
If you see the first sign of her trying to take over PJ again, I want you to tell me that right away. Now, will you do that?
Yes, absolutely, I will. I don't think there's any danger of that happening again.
Well, I hope you're right.
Well, I'm all ready, I think.
You all packed?
Just the essentials, enough for a few days. If I have to stay there longer, I may have to ask you to send some things to me.
Okay, whatever you need. Look, I'll go warm up the car then.
All right, thank you. Honey, I'm still not happy about leaving you like this.
Oh, please, come on now. Don't worry about it, and don't worry about me. You were here through my entire time of crisis, and now Beth needs you. I'm going to be fine.
I don't want you to think I'm deserting you.
You're not. I know that. You're just being silly. It'd be pretty selfish if I asked you to stay, wouldn't it? Besides that, now you'd just be worrying about Beth. But what I want you to do is please call me as soon as you find out how she is.
Oh, of course I will, just as soon as I get there and find out for myself.
Here we are. PJ wanted to come and say goodbye to his grandmother.
Well, goodbye, my darling. Oh, I'm going to miss you terribly.
So don't you worry about anything. Now he's going to be just fine.
I know.
Here, you take him so he'll stay asleep.
Okay, come on, boy. Bless his heart.
Who are you going to get to help you? Have you given any thought to that?
Yes, Peter and I were talking about it before he came out, and we thought that we'd ask Heather if she could help.
Oh, that's a great idea. Nobody in the world that loves this baby more than she does. Isn't that right, PJ?
Yeah.
Cal Jameson.
Yes.
Does your husband believe that death certificate is real?
Yes.
But I know differently, and what if Jeff finds out it's forged?
But you can't afford to let that happen.
Well, how am I supposed to stop it when Cal Jameson keeps calling Jeff and offering him more information?
When's the last time you heard from this Jameson?
This morning, I threatened to call the police and the assistant district attorney if he didn't give up. But I think he's going to keep on with it. And if he knows my baby's still alive, well, he might know everything, Mr. Wallace.
Now, Heather, listen to me carefully. First of all, you cannot allow your husband to have an expert examine that death certificate.
I know that.
Very good forgery, but it's not good enough to hold up under a professional scrutiny.
Mr. Wallace, Jeff was completely convinced that our baby died in that New York hospital until Cal Jameson started calling.
Okay, so it's your job to make your husband believe you, not Cal Jameson. And if he keeps calling, I want you to notify me immediately. Do you understand?
Yes, but how are you going to find him if...
Heather, just do what I say and don't get hysterical. It never helps. Call me only if you hear from Jameson again. Not for any other reason. It's too risky now.
Hello, I'd like to speak to Mr. Frank Wallace, please. My name is Heather Grant. Well, when will he be back? Well, I'll have to call him there. Is there a number where I can reach him? But you don't understand. Mr. Wallace wanted to hear from me. He told me to call him if... All right. But when he checks in, would you please tell him that Heather Grant called from Port Charles Yes, tell him that it's terribly urgent that I talk to him. It has something to do with Mr. Cal Jameson.
You know, I gotta tell you, Heather took it right in stride when I told her about Jameson's call this morning.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah. You know, I think I really made her understand that even though this guy is obviously some kind of a criminal, that he can still give us some information about Stephen Lawrence.
Oh, I hope that's true for both your sakes.
Oh, me too. I can't think of a better Thanksgiving gift than to find out that my son was still alive and where he is.
If I were you, Jeff, I'd get Williams on the phone right away. Tell him that you heard from Jameson and what he said.
Steve, I don't know. I'm not so sure that's such a good idea anymore.
Why not?
Well, Williams might try to intercept him. And Jameson told me that the slightest hint of police intervention, he'd disappear, and I'd never see him again.
All right, Jeff, I can understand why you don't want to jeopardize the whole thing. Maybe you should just tell Williams that you'd appreciate any information he could get for you and let you know as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that right away.
Oh, that's good. Because you're entitled to know as much about him as you can. It's for your own protection, after all.
I know, Audrey. I know. And I'm sure Mitch will cooperate in anything we have to do. Here we go.
Yes.
Gladys, it's Susan Moore. I'd like to speak with Mitch Williams, please. Yes, it's very important. I've got to talk to him right away.